Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, a warning from police. Sextortion crimes targeting teenagers becoming more common. Taking their concerns to the Crown, why Alberta's First Nation leaders met with King Charles in London. And kicking back with Shaq, why the former basketball star is visiting Edmonton.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
Edmonton police say sextortion crimes targeting teens are becoming more common and the impact can be devastating. The Edmonton Police Service is partnering with the Alberta Law Enforcement Response Team to raise awareness among parents and kids to recognize red flags and encourage conversations. CTV's Jeremy Thompson has been following this story. So, Jeremy, for those wondering, sextortion is a form of blackmail.
Exactly, Matt. It's blackmail or extortion with a sexualized component. Most commonly, an offender gets access to a nude picture or video of their victim, then threatens to spread it to friends and family unless that victim complies with their demands. That could be money, gift cards, or more explicit images. Constable Stephanie Bosch says victims comply because they're scared to admit their situation.
As adults, we haven't done a good job at educating kids or giving them that safe place to land, because unfortunately the messaging up until this point has been, you're part of the problem. You shouldn't have taken that nude image. Why would you do this in the first place? So it's completely understandable why kids aren't coming to us, because they're under the assumption that they're going to get in trouble.
Well, it's a crime to blackmail anyone with explicit images. Edmonton police say sextortion mostly targets young people. The average age of victims is between 13 and 16 years old. Nearly 70% are girls or women. Offenders are often underage as well, about 1 in 3, and more than 80% of sextortion crime is done by men or boys. Bosch says education about red flags parents can watch for in their children is vital to preventing the crime. A spokesperson for a parent group that advocates keeping kids off of smartphones until they're 14 says practical tools and resources for parents are lagging behind the issue.
We need more than just, do we need to talk to our kids? Of course, we need to talk to our kids, but, we're really hoping that we can get some legislation in place that will help us as parents, because...
Kristen Sweet says Ottawa is currently working on an online harms bill that could help address sextortion. Her group also supports a social media age restriction similar to Australia, which bans anyone under 16 from using it. And Constable Bosch warns an abstinence approach ignores the reality that kids will find a way around restrictions. She says dealing with it directly and openly gives kids the skills to recognize and deal with potential sextortion. Matt?
All right, Jeremy Thompson live in studio tonight. Thank you. The province is being accused of not doing enough to keep parents with kids in childcare informed when serious incidents happen.
We have seen several very serious cases of child abuse in childcare programs here in Alberta.
4 Alberta NDP MLAs spoke today about concerns they've heard from parents and incidents that have happened at daycares in their ridings. They've sent a letter to the provincial education and childcare minister calling for 3 urgent actions. They want the creation of a government-led notification system for parents and regular reviews of the legislation. They also want an online portal to give people access to a childcare operator's full history.
We do have a portal currently, and parents can access it and see important information about daycare providers, licenses, violations, things of that nature. If there's opportunities to further strengthen, I'm always happy to look at that.
The information that would be disclosed would not contain specific details to the child or family that's involved. It would provide families just enough information so that they could make that informed choice.
The minister could not say how long it will take his team to look into what improvements could possibly be made, only that it will take time. Alberta's Transportation Minister Devin Dreeshen says the province will pilot the 120-kilometre-an-hour speed limit on a section of the QE2 south of Leduc.
We're looking at that pilot for 120 on Highway 2, and as soon as it warms up and the weather gets a little nicer, we will be launching that.
Right now, the speed limit there is 110 kilometers an hour. Dreeshen says a survey last year showed the majority of people who responded support increasing highway speed limits. More than 90% supported restricting commercial trucks to certain lanes on major highways. No word yet if that will be part of this pilot project. A delegation of First Nations met with King Charles today to invite him to Canada. They also raised the Alberta separatist movement. The delegation of 7 First Nations leaders from Treaty 6 are from Saskatchewan and Alberta. They presented His Majesty with an invitation to Canada next year to mark the 150th anniversary of the signing of Treaty 6. They also took the opportunity to shed light on the separatist movement in Alberta. The chief says the Crown's obligation is to protect and uphold the treaty as their relationship is with the Crown. Alberta's Indigenous Relations Minister says she wants to follow up on those meetings.
Dialogue is important at every level about a number of different issues. Everybody has their perspective. I'd be interested in learning more about what comes out of those meetings, and certainly I do want to speak to Grand Chief Pete as well.
Minister Rajan Sawhney was also asked if she signed the separatist petition. She says she has not. As Alberta wildfire season gets underway, Alberta's Forestry and Parks Minister says parts of the province have good levels of moisture. Todd Loewen says wildfire preparations are going well. He says while some positions are still vacant, more people than ever have applied to work with Alberta Wildfire. Loewen says northern parts of the province have received large amounts of snow, which helps conditions. He says crews are working on fires left over from last year, as well as a few new ones. He says Alberta Wildfire will watch for hot, dry, and windy weather.
So we'll be looking for that, kind of monitoring what's going on the landscape. We're constantly monitoring the weather to look for those conditions. And as we see those conditions start, then we will move personnel and equipment into those areas so that we're ready to respond should a wildfire start.
Loewen says they're still concerned about the south and southwestern areas of the province where it's much drier. The province also says it's on track to create 300 new camping spots this year. Its goal is to have 900 new spots over the next 5 years. Minister Loewen says progress is also being made on Big Island Provincial Park. The province established the park in southwest Edmonton 3 years ago. It's managed by the city, province, and Enoch Cree Nation. This year's provincial budget includes more than $4.5 million for the park. Testing done by Parks Canada shows a disease that could kill up to 90% of young fish has been discovered in Lake Louise. Whirling disease is not harmful to humans or animals, but it could have a major impact on trout, whitefish, and salmon. Parks Canada believes the disease was introduced to Lake Louise by mud or water from boats and fishing gear. To stop the spread, Parks Canada is breaking up water bodies in mountain national parks into 3 different zones. Each zone includes different regulations and restrictions on water activities. While Parks Canada is focused on whirling disease in southern national parks, it wants to be proactive against all invasive species.
Aquatic invasive species are very difficult to remove or manage once they are introduced into a system. So we understand the disappointment that visitors would like to continue recreating on some of these water bodies, but we are trying to find a balance.
In Jasper, the areas marked in purple allow for normal water recreational activities. Any areas in yellow are in the preservation zone, where paddling and fishing with hip waders are not allowed. The Brick gathered employees from across Canada in Edmonton this morning. They thought they were there where the brand began to learn about what's for sale in the year ahead. As CTV's Kent Morrison shows us, they got one big surprise.
Gathered for early morning product knowledge, this group thought they had a good idea what they were in for.
Pretty usual stuff, the new launches for the next year, keynote speakers, finish off what the new lineups were going to be coming forward.
Perhaps expectations should have been higher, because coming forward was a star center. Shaquille O'Neal.
We were expecting something big, but not Big Shaq.
Yeah, experience of a lifetime.
He's just such a good human being.
I've heard, I've seen, but now I experienced.
And the global superstar made sure everyone had their own experience, taking photos with anyone who asked. What does it mean for you to give that to them?
I'm just being nice, brother. You know, this is not an act for me. I am who I am.
After sharing advice about life and leadership, he also revealed this.
Talk to a furniture consultant at The Brick today to find out if Shaquille is right for you.
O'Neal has his own furniture. The Shaquille line now sold exclusively at The Brick in Canada.
I'm all about, affordability. I'm not trying to break the bank. just want people to be comfortable. I'm just happy to be here. It's my first time in Edmonton. I went out last night by myself. Everybody was hospitable. But I think the Canadian people know that Shaq loves Canada.
Though the people receiving these pictures may not love them as much.
My husband. I messaged him right away. Yeah.
I've already told my boys, and they're like, that's not fair, Dad.
Probably my boyfriend, because he's a huge fan, so he'll be super jealous.
Oh, my twin. She already knows. We're big fan of Shaq, so now she's so sad.
The only thing left to do is figure out a little bit of marketing.
Usually, Shaq and Brick, people don't think about free throws first.
Kent Morrison, CTV News, Edmonton.
Josh, I think we should get a couple Shaq-opedic chairs here in the studio. That'd be nice and comfortable.
If they're Shaq size, though, my feet won't reach the ground.
I'll be just fine.
There.
I should mention, Josh, before I let you get to weather, Kent spoke with Shaq for about 10 minutes this morning, including about the whole Shaq Hyman nickname. So that will be on your morning tomorrow, in case you're up early.
Okay, I'm watching. Who doesn't love Shaq? Take a look outside right now at current temperatures. 3 degrees in Edmonton. 1s and 2s outside the city. Fairly light wind. Things are going to drop pretty dramatically over the course of the next 24 hours. We'll be about 10 degrees colder tomorrow. About -6 or -7 for a daytime high, which is pretty close to the morning low from today. So if you stepped outside early this morning and you thought, a little brisk outside, that's as warm as it'll be at any point over the course of not only tomorrow, but the next couple of days. This is what it looks like outside right now with the CTV drone. It's brought to you by Century Casinos. 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, Century Mile. Bit of sunshine breaking through the clouds right now. Although, if you take a look at the satellite and radar map, there are some thicker clouds west of the city, and they have been producing some snow through the course of this afternoon. A lot of that's kind of falling apart as it approaches the Edmonton area. So I think just partly cloudy skies for the next little bit, then some increasing cloud overnight tonight. We're going to get grazed by some heavier snow. I think we probably pick up maybe 1 to 4 centimeters here in the city. But Icefields Parkway, especially south of Jasper, southern parts of the foothills, Drayton Valley, Rocky Mountain House, Red Deer, all the way off to the southeast. In general, about 15 to 20 centimeters of snow through the course of the day tomorrow. We'll give you a timeline on that, show you a little more detailed snowfall totals in a second. Next 24 hours, though, as we said, probably 1 to 4 centimeters starting early tomorrow morning and tapering off late in the afternoon.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, playing hooky to watch hockey. Thousands of students skip school to catch an Oil Kings game.
We have schools from as far away as Grand Prairie, Alberta, attending this game. This is a signature game for us.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Both Loca stores in the Edmonton area are now closed earlier than advertised. Last week, the grocer announced it would permanently shut down its 2 locations tomorrow, March 12th. However, shoppers looking for a deal today were turned away. After the announcement Friday, the stores in West Edmonton and Sherwood Park sold their remaining stock at a discount. Strathcona Microgreens is one of the local producers impacted by the store's closures. Its greens were in Loca stores from day one.
Was not expecting it at all, just had no idea. Restaurants, they're more of a turnover, so we see these all the time. We work constantly to increase our client base, and we have been having a consistent growth year over year. So I'm sure we're gonna come back from this, but I'm sad to see that Loca is closing. It was a great place there.
The owner of Strathcona Microgreens says you can still find his products at the Italian Center, farmers markets, and online. The Edmonton Oilers picked up a big win last night against a tough team in Colorado. Despite leading, the Oilers were forced to switch goalies in the second period.
I mean, this is shin and knee on head.
The Avalanche's leading scorer, Nathan McKinnon, ran into Oilers goalie Connor Ingram while trying to score late in the second period. Ingram was bleeding and left the game. The refs reviewed the play and McKinnon was tossed. Tristan Jarry replaced Ingram, helping the Oilers win 4-3.
It's always tough to see someone go down, and it's never easy to watch that. But I think just having to be prepared and mentally strong right off the bat, I think that's all you could really do in a moment like that when stepping in.
At this point, it's unclear if Ingram will miss any more time. The Oilers visit Dallas to face the Stars tomorrow. Thousands of students had the chance to skip class today for Hockey Hooky, an annual game hosted by the Edmonton Oil Kings. For some students, it was their time first time taking in the excitement of Rogers Place. CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti has more.
14,000 students singing the national anthem have traded a classroom for a hockey rink. Endless excitement for these students from Duffield School, an hour west of Edmonton. For many, it's their first time inside Rogers Place.
They were so excited. They've been talking about it all week, and we're just really thankful for the opportunity to be here today.
They're one of 135 schools in Alberta playing hockey hooky for the day.
We have schools from as far away as Grand Prairie, Alberta, attending this game. This is a signature game for us.
A special moment for the students, cheering on the Edmonton Oil Kings. But the best part?
Just having fun with your friends. They have lots of my favorite colors on them.
One of many reasons to dance their hearts out.
I feel really happy for the Oil Kings, and I'm really happy for the mascot because it's his birthday.
It's a louder than usual game for the Oil Kings.
Our players can't talk to each other on the bench. It's so loud, I wouldn't have it any other way. We can't wait for this game every year to come. When we score, this place erupts, and there's nothing better than this game.
Especially when you're near the action on the ice.
How did it feel to see the goal up close?
It was
Cool.
Yeah.
A field trip to remember that ended as a 6-1 win against the Wenatchee Wild. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Shining like receipts of pomegranates in my hands.
Canadian DJ Deadmau5 is closing out Edmonton's first Igloo Fest. The new festival brings international and Canadian electronic music to Ice District, as well as some local talent.
I love it. I've been doing it for a long time in the city, and it's been so motivating all the time, every year after year with these events. I've watched it grow from really small club shows into what we have here today, right? Like massive outdoor music festival like this.
The festival started in Quebec and is now expanding to other major Canadian cities. Igloo Fest starts tomorrow night and runs until Saturday night. Josh, they certainly got the name right on that one, because it is going to feel like an igloo out there tomorrow when people are out there for the concert.
Yeah, it will be a lot colder than it has been the past couple of days. We got to 2 yesterday, 3 degrees for a daytime high today. And as you look outside right now with the River Valley Sky Cam, brought to you by Action Furnace, it is currently 3 degrees. Action Furnace, fixed right or it's free. Partly cloudy skies in Edmonton right now, and looks like maybe the most sun we'll see for a couple of days. Tomorrow, locked in under the clouds, a couple centimeters of snow. Maybe the sun breaks through the clouds a little bit on Friday. Minus 12, Fort McMurray currently. It's minus 8 in Grand Prairie, 0 to the south in Red Deer. Almost everybody's going to see a fairly significant drop in temperature here in Edmonton, about 10 degrees colder tomorrow than it was this afternoon. Some light snow in northeastern Alberta. As we said, there was some snow off to the west of the city, but it's breaking down as it approaches Edmonton. So partly cloudy skies right now. Cloud cover will thicken up as we head through this evening. And then it's this bank of cloud off to the southwest that'll haul in some snow. So here's your snowfall warnings. Once again, southwest corner of the province, all the way up through Banff and along the Icefields Parkway, although there'll be a lot more snow at the southern end than there will be at the northern end up around Jasper. Show you some snowfall totals in a moment here. Drayton Valley, Rocky Mountain House, Red Deer, all the way off to the southeast to just north of Medicine Hat. In general, about 15 to 20 centimeters of snow, although there will be some pockets where, like Coronation, for example, you're under the warning. I don't think you're going to get 15 to 20. 2's maybe a little low. You probably get 5 to maybe 10. Red Deer, a good 10 to 15 centimeters worth of snow. Look at Banff's up over 20. And here in Edmonton, this model has it at about 3. I think somewhere in the 1 to 4 centimeter range. There will be pockets, though, just off to the north and to the west of the city that could see closer to 10 centimeters of snow. Watch the timeline on this. Pushes into the Red Deer area by late this evening. Here in Edmonton, just cloudy overnight tonight, and then through the course of the day tomorrow, that snow makes its way across. I'm not entirely convinced that it's falling during the morning commute tomorrow, but it's certainly a possibility. I think most of the snow probably comes mid to late morning through the early afternoon hours, and then by late afternoon into the evening, snow moves out of the Edmonton area. Still coming down, though, off to the southwest and off into northeastern sections of the province. Minus 20, Fort McMurray. It's minus 14 right now in Grande Prairie, Alberta. Minus 7 in Red Deer. Minus 13 tomorrow afternoon in Grande Prairie. Minus 16 for Fort McMurray. About minus 6 in Edson. Red Deer gets to minus 4 with some heavy snow. And here in Edmonton, we'll call it light snow, although at times it may come down a little bit heavier than other times. It's not going to amount to more than, as we said, 1 to 4 centimeters. You will have some shoveling to do, though, by the end of the day tomorrow. Minus 10 in the morning, minus 7 tomorrow afternoon, and then minus 9 or minus 10 for daytime highs Friday, Saturday, and mornings Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the mid-minus teens. Warms up pretty quickly, though. Back close to 0 by Sunday, back close to 10 by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week.
All right, Josh, thank you. The number of reported UFO sightings was down last year in Alberta.
Look at it, it's behind the tree. What is that?
According to the 2025 annual Canadian UFO survey, Alberta recorded 111 UFO sightings. 1,052 were reported across Canada. Most involved bright lights or unusual movement in the sky. Experts say many are later identified as satellites, aircraft, or drones. But every year, a small number of sightings remain unexplained. When we return, fans flock to watch some of the best teams bump, set, and spike.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Thursday on your morning, it's Fraud Prevention Month, and on top of regular fraud calls, we now also have to worry about AI. We'll tell you what frauds are on the rise and how to keep yourself and your money safe.
Nate is hosting the CCAA Men's Volleyball Championship for the first time. The 4-day tournament is underway in the Nate Gymnasium. 8 teams are competing, including the Nate Ooks. Nate says weekend tournament passes are almost sold out.
Yeah, these are the best college volleyball teams in the country here today, so it's really exciting. Nate's been building for this for the last couple of years, so we're really excited and hopefully see some big crowds all week, and hopefully our Nate Ooks team does well as well.
The championship matches will be held on Sunday. And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.